Welcome to the Global Interview. Thank you for listening. This is where you can keep up to date with all the latest news and information direct from leading creatives, leaders, and thinkers. We can help to keep you right up to date with all the latest information from interesting people who make a real difference in this globally connected world. You can find out more about the show at theglobalinterview.com. Enjoy the episode.
Mari Cahalane, Head of BT Young Scientist and Technology Exhibition, BTYSTE. Mari Cahalane is the head of BT Young Scientist and Technology Exhibition, which is the 57th year, and BT has organized it for over 20 years. Mari's position as head of the project is a year-round role. She looks after the development and delivery of all aspects of BTYSTE, on an ongoing basis. Overall, her responsibilities include the fundraising, project management and event management of the project end-to-end. Mari also is the direct liaison with partners, judges, board and internally at BT. Cahalane's role also extends to all outreach, marketing, and communications developed to recruit schools and projects to participate in an exhibition. All information concerning the exhibition can be found at www.youngscientist.com, and the closing date for entries for 2021 is the 22nd of September 2020. She has been National Organizer European Union Contest for Young Scientists for Ireland since 2005 and in 2018 organised the 30th edition of EUCYS, in Dublin. Prior to that, her involvement in BTYSTE, I held a number of roles in BT. These included, Head of Sponsorship and Events for BT in Ireland and also Head of Events in Europe for BT Ignite. She was also PR and Events Manager, Ocean Communications on her return to Ireland in 1998 from the UK. While in BT HQ in London, where Mari worked from 1991 to 1998, in which she held roles in the board secretariat and also the Public Affairs Department. Mari Cahalane holds a diploma in Marketing and Sales from Dublin Business School, DBS. In December 2015 she was named one of 10 bright sparks igniting STEM communities in Ireland and the Silicon Republic, and the same publication earlier that year was named one of the top 100 Irish women in STEM. Tell us about your current role and what you like about your career and areas of focus. My role is multifaceted. One as head of the BT Young Scientist and Technology Exhibition, Ireland premier STEM event and the third longest running science fair in the world. The event, which was founded 57 years ago, encourages young people from the ages of 9 to 19 years to take part in science, engineering, technology and maths in a fun and meaningful way. I sometimes describe myself as the head of a small company. I look after all aspects of the event, from operations through to finance to the recruitment of participants, sponsors, volunteers and judges. No day is the same, which is busy but great. I liaise directly with the charity which owns the entity, suppliers, sponsors, partners and the amazing judges for the event. I also look after all communications and recruitment to the schools to get people interested in the project. I run the finance for the project and get the funding in place for the exhibition each year, both internally and externally. I work with my communications, marketing and health and safety colleagues closely to make sure that we are delivering and talking about the exhibition in the right way. One of the best parts of my job is working with our fantastic team of volunteers, judges, teachers, students, parents, partners, customers and alumni. What inspires you, motivates you, helps you to make each day count? My primary motivation is to make sure as many young people across Ireland are encouraged to meet their potential by encouraging them to take part in BTYSTE. I have seen in the 20+ years that I have been part of the project how life-changing taking part can be to a young person, in both their personal and professional development and their journey through life. Outside of your professional work area, what hobbies or interests do you have, or what other areas of your life are of real importance to you? Family and friends are the single most important thing in my life. I take a keen interest in current affairs and also sport, especially golf, which when I had more time I used to play, and rugby. During the pandemic I have really focused on my own health and fitness. You could say I am future-proofing my life, have joined the local ladies Gaelic team and have taken up running. I do this very slowly. When it comes to your life-chosen career, is there a phrase, quote or saying that you really like? If you think you can do a thing or think you can't do a thing, you're right. Henry Ford.
What are you most proud of in your life?
My involvement in BTYSTE, to lead such a project is an honor.
What do you wish you had known when you started out? That computer science was not for me. I started a course in computing in college and failed miserably.
Who do you most admire in business, academic or creative circles? In business circles, Patrick Collison, the first of Stripe, who is one of our amazing past winners. From academic circles, Dr. Tony Scott, the understated co-founder of BTYSTE. In creative circles, I am Irish, so there are way too many people in that genre to mention with our brilliant actors, musicians, poets, painters, etc.
What companies, brands, or institutions do you like or do you think are getting it right?
I think that at this time during the current pandemic, I have great admiration for anyone who works on the front line, whether that be healthcare professionals, delivery drivers, supermarket workers or food producers.
What is the best advice you have ever received?
Treat everyone the same and with respect, from the gatekeepers to the CEOs.
What drives or motivates you each day in a work environment?
To make the experience of taking part in BTYSTE fulfilling and life-changing for as many people as possible. What are your thoughts on the future of social media? As the custodian of a youth brand, we need social media to get the message to our audience. It is used almost daily by the potential students, their peers, their parents and teachers, so in that regard, it is a necessity. It is excellent for keeping people instantly informed, but I also think that it is a source of considerable misinformation.
What is your favorite social media platform, and why?
The ones I use most are Facebook and LinkedIn because they are the ones that curate the news and updates from colleagues and friends in the way that I want to see it. Do you have a mentor, or have you ever been a mentor to anyone? Yes, I have been mentored over the years and, in fact, am being mentored through a formal program at the moment. We also have a powerful mentoring group in BT Ireland which we founded just over a year ago called Inspiring
Men. How do you network? What is your preferred way to network? During the pandemic, as we are all working from home and out of the office, I am networking via video platforms. I usually prefer to network face-to-face as I think you can make instant connections in that way.
What advice would you have for someone looking to get into the same area of work? My job is unique, so it is hard to get into my exact line of work. Most of my job is event management, which is hard work with a lot of grunt work involved. To work in this area, I think you need to have a strong work ethic and also have excellent project management skills. What do you feel is the most common reason for people failing or giving up? I think the fear of failure is what holds people back. You need to take chances to forge ahead. How do you define success, and what lessons have you learned so far that you could share with our audience? Success is not about money and material things, it is about contentment and a feeling of having lived your best and most fulfilled life.
What skills do you feel have helped you to become successful? My interpersonal skills. Thank you for listening to this interview on The Global Interview. You can join the Global Interview newsletter at theglobalinterview.com.
Thank you for listening to this episode from The Global Interview. We appreciate your support. If you would like to find out more, please visit theglobalinterview.com.